Welcome back to my channel. Sorry if you hear the wind. It's a little windy. Merida has had like a cold front. It rained yesterday. It was a little chilly. But I think we're like we're getting back on par with the heat. But for right now, it's pretty nice. At least there's some wind blowing back and forth. But let me introduce myself. My name is Tony. This is my channel, Black Mama Broad. Yes, pumpkin pie. You want me to open it for you? Child, listen. Listen, do not judge my children, okay? Now, I know that I probably say that almost every video. And they be looking. Wait a minute, baby. And they be looking a little suspect, okay? But it's hard out here for a pound, okay? I can't open this, baby. Hold on. It's hard out here, okay? And she wanted her makeup done. Don't judge. There you go. You're welcome. But yes, my name is Tony. This is my channel, Black Mama Broad. And on this channel, I really try to get down to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? So that you can make an informed decision. Honestly, my desire, my passion is to encourage, inspire any single black mother, any black woman who is considering a move abroad, get out of her own way and actually open herself up to the possibility that this really can happen and you really can desire and not desire, but dang, I always forget words. Hold on, y'all. You really can design the life that you want to live. Okay? All right, and another thing, listen, I know my hair looking like I'm 5, even though I'm over 40. Let me explain something to you, okay? I had locks, right? Even before my locks, I'm not like a natural hair girl. Like, I love my natural hair. I love natural hair, period. I especially love women with natural hair. Black women with natural hair. I should specify that. But I don't know how to do hair, okay? So this is the best as you can get. This is the best that I can do until I can get out there and have somebody to do my hair. And also, I'm really, 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 really picky when it comes to people here being in my hair. I just have not had the best experience with people doing my hair. Like, so yeah, I'm not gonna go down there because that's not what this video is about. Y'all see how easily it takes for me to get distracted? That's not what this video is about. Okay, y'all. I've been here for a little over 3.5 months. Girl, I've been here for a little bit over the 3.5 months. I'm happy about that, honey, because day month, honey, I was about to book a flight every other week, right? Every other week. But as you sit here and as you grow and as you heal and as you learn and as you adapt, you start to understand that that's a part of the process. That's a part of the process. Child, people done told me, I don't need to be here. You need to go back home. You complain too much and all that other stuff. It's a part of the process. So today is 3 months and I feel like I can give you a really, really good idea of what my monthly budget is. Now, I do have some disclaimers that I will tell you along the way, right? The first disclaimer that I will say is that living in the United States, you are distracted by so many things, right? And so you never really have the ability to just sit in the quiet and then just really evaluate what you're doing with your money, your spending habits. Where is your money going? And if that is not something that you did in the United States, it's truly not something that you'll do here until you have to. So I'm so happy for this opportunity to move abroad because it completely took me out of my comfort zone, and it has made me consider things that I really never considered before. So my budget shocked me, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I said, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up? I spent what on what? How? When? So I have challenged myself, as I tell y'all my numbers, I have challenged myself to get my budget down at least $500 to $800. $500 to $800 because, yeah, I have to start paying more attention to what I'm doing. I have to start budgeting better. I am going to try. I was watching one of Picky Girls Travels the World, and she was talking about the unbudgeted budget. That works for me. I'm not really like a ting 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 ting. Yes, pumpkin pie.
I ate my food because
You didn't eat your pancakes? Why?
because I don't want to.
But you said you wanted pancakes, so I made them for you. Ooh.
I just want to see five with that one.
Did you eat your apples? You didn't eat your apples? You need to eat your apples before the day is over. You understand? Okay. Girl, that's what I was going to say. I was watching Picky Girls Travel the World, and I love her approach because she's very simple, very simplistic with it. And so I picked up some of her practices. I also created a Black Mom Abroad budget, which I'll share with you very, very soon. But girl, I was surprised when I seen my numbers. I was like, you can do better than this. Is this what's stopping you from saving for your future, from investing for your future? If it is, you really have to have like a real woman-to-woman conversation with yourself and be like, look at here, look at here. Okay, you're not 20 anymore, honey. You cannot work forever. Neither do I want to. So something has to change. So I'm happy that I've had the opportunity to kind of come to the realizations of a couple of things a couple of habits that I was doing that is just not good for my future and the future of my children. So let's get into it. First, I will tell you that my rent is not the biggest bill, but let's get into it. Okay. Alrighty. So let's start with rent. So I live in Shalom, and I know y'all heard me say before, I live in the neighborhood, the neighborhood, okay, honey? And so I know the dogs. That's Jackson down there. Pablo is up there. Jorge is down the street, right? I know all the neighborhood dogs and all that other stuff. I live in the neighborhood. I do not live in a provider. I do not live where expats live. And I believe that I still may have gotten a gringo price, but I think that's the inevitable. You're going to have to fight your battles. But when you are a foreigner, you're going to get foreigner prices, right? So I'm not complaining about it. I'm just telling you it is what it is. I also want to say, honey, the exchange rate ain't exchanging. The exchange rate ain't exchanging, okay? Because right now, I believe it's 16.44. When I got here, I want to say it was like 18. So already, that is a significant difference in the amount that I was paying month 1 to month 3. Yeah, I think my rent went up $20 already, $25 already. So that's a difference, especially if you are on a tight budget. Alrighty, so let's get into it. So my rent, I have a 2-bedroom. Yes, pumpkin pie. You have to come out and talk to me. I can't hear you. If I could ever get through this. So 2-bedroom, 2-bath, outside balcony. There is a pool in the backyard. I share this house, which is like it's an apartment, almost like an apartment complex with two other
My
people.
mommy will share his gummy bears with me.
Where are your gummy bears?
I ate them all, so I want some more.
Did you share your gummy bears with Mila?
No.
Okay, so I'm not sure why you're expecting her to share hers with yours and you didn't share yours with her. Okay? If you've had a bag of the gummy bears, I think that's enough candy. All right? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
There's lady bags.
Oh, okay.
Lady bags.
There is a pool in the back. There's a one bedroom. No, actually, it's a studio in the back. So he's not attached. And then there's a one bedroom under me, and I have the 2 bedroom, 2 bath on the top. Okay. So I pay 11,000 pesos, and as of today, that's 669 USD. So $669 USD.
I'm talking now.
There's some in the refrigerator, girl. There's some in the refrigerator if you want to go get it.
Also, yeah, I want some.
Can I do my video first before you start that? And then I'll help you with the slime.
Yes.
Okay, can you go back inside and then as soon as I'm done, I'll help you with the slime?
Okay.
Because you can't start it in the house. Okay, so that's my rent. So for my gas, which is monthly, right? So it's a little weird here because there are 3 people living here. But I have the biggest occupancy, and I have 3 people living here, and then I think my neighbor below me is him and his son, and then there's a single guy who lives in the studio. The gas, we split it, but I pay half, and then they pay like half of the half, if that makes sense. So my gas is 400 Malaya, you gotta be quiet if you're gonna be out here, baby.
Okay.
Thank you. So my gas is 430 pesos, and that is per month, and that is $26.14 USD. My internet is 728 pesos per month, so that's $44.26 USD. Now I will tell you that with the internet, okay, there is extra cost. So I have a what is it called? A hotspot. It's called Solus. Now I don't get no affiliation link, nothing like that. But it's called Solus. It's like a little round, it's orange device, and pretty much if something happens with your Wi-Fi, you can pay either per gigabyte or per day. Like I think per gigabyte, for 1 gigabyte is like $9, and then for 1 whole day it's $12. The problem with the day is if you can't pause it. If your internet goes out and you need it and you activate that day, you can't pause it and be like, okay, now I don't need it, let me pause it. But with the gigabyte, if you pay for 1 gigabyte and your internet goes out and you only need it for an hour, you can completely log off of that device and then log back onto your internet. So that is an extra cost. I don't typically have to use it a lot, but sometimes my internet will go out. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with the wires and how the internet is set up here, but for lack of a better word, the wires are like flimsy and they're really not protected by anything. They're not protected from just the weather, the wind, the rain. So if you get an outage, actually it happens often, or not even the outages happen often, but also the signal is not all that great sometimes. And I think that what is contributing to that is the fact that you're in concrete, you're in concrete walls. And so if your Wi-Fi is in the living room and you're in your bedroom, you may not get any signal. So that's something to really, really keep in mind when you get your Wi-Fi turned on and they ask you where you want it. Really think about whether or not, like where you want it and whether or not you're going to be in the living room area.
Mommy!
Say, excuse me.
I want to make slime.
No, first you say, excuse me. Okay, well you're not gonna get my attention unless you say excuse me, because that was not nice.
Yeah.
Yes, how can I help you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you are considering where you want them to hook up your Wi-Fi, please consider where you're actually going to be in the house, because
But I'm on my slime.
well, okay, but you're going to have to wait, or you can go get the supplies on your own.
Yeah.
You can get the bowl, you can get the spoon, you can go get it on your own if you want to, but I'm doing a video, so you have to wait until I'm done.
Okay. I got one.
Okay, that's a good decision.
Wait, can you help me get all the stuff for me?
So yeah, so you have to really consider where you want it, because mine is in my living room, and sometimes I'm in my bedroom or in my girls, y'all have to be quiet, or in the closet in my bedroom, and the closet is like a dead zone. Like it will not give me any type of signal, which kind of sucks that you could just be in the house and have like a modem in the house and it doesn't work. So that's something to think about. You can also buy certain things that like modem extenders, I think router extenders, something like that. I don't know the name of it. But it will help strengthen the Wi-Fi throughout the house. So that's just something to think about. But this little Solus device, I just take it around the house with me if I need it. Yes, Pumpkin. I'm sorry?
Can you take this off for me?
Sure. Are you hot?
Yeah, this is making me hot.
Okay.
Oh, it's 20.
Whoa. Do you want me to take it off? Or you? Okay, go ahead. So that's the internet. So y'all, my CFAE bill, and for those who don't know what a CFAE bill is, like BG&E, it's electric. It's the electricity bill, right? It is bi-monthly, so they bill it every 2 months. Y'all, I've heard so many horror stories about people's CFAE bill being $700 USD for 2 months, 300, 400, 500.
Baking soda.
It's baking soda right here, honey. Just like out of this world expensive. So I was so scared to get my CFAE bill. I finally got it.
I got the boats.
Okay. I finally got my CFAE bill, and it was 453 pesos bi-monthly. So what is that? That is...
food coloring, Mama.
I don't know, baby. I don't know. I don't think y'all have any more food coloring because y'all used it all. So you can use the sprinkles, the glitter to make it colorful.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, my CFAE bill was 453 pesos, and that is bi-monthly. So that's $27.54 USD for 2 months. Now let me just tell you, it was during the winter months. So that bill is February, all of February, and all of March. So I would advise you to, so for me, I already came in knowing like I have to be mindful of what I'm doing and how much electricity I'm using. So I don't allow appliances to just stick in the wall. unless I'm using it to charge something. If I am using the AC, which honestly I have not had to do a lot during those months because we get pretty good airflow. And if you open up the windows, turn on the fans, you'll be fine. Now, some days it don't matter if you open up the window, turn on the fans, because it's just blowing around hot air. And I don't know anybody else, but I can't stand the blow around of hot air. It just makes you feel sticky and dirty and so
Mommy, we don't have no room for railway slime. We don't have enough room.
okay, well, that's all we have, baby. You gotta make it work. And I'm doing a video. Okay. So that is that. Okay. My next one was astounding. It shocked me. I was actually quite disappointed, to be honest, because I felt like you can do better and you have to pay attention more. It's the food. Now, I will say 80% of this is food, and then maybe 20% is just like things that I needed, right? This is for
my fly.
Hey.
My fly.
Y'all gonna have to share.
Mila, what's my fly? He gave me food coloring.
Mila, get that back to her. Did you take it from her?
Yes, he did. No. Yes. No. He take it from me. No. I want it, Mila.
Girls, go in.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, well then be quiet, and I'm not gonna ask you again.
My slime is not worthy to do that slime. My slime is
Sorry,
not
dog.
working.
So yeah, the next thing kind of like astounded. Like I was just so surprised by it. I was disappointed by it. I just felt like I was not doing my due
Mommy, my
diligence.
slime is not working.
Well, Amila, I'm doing a video, okay? And I told you y'all had to wait to do the slime, but you wanted to do it anyway. So you're gonna have to do it on your own and troubleshoot on your own. If it's too sticky, put some more baking soda in it. If it's not going to slime, put some more of the that fluid in there. That's too much baking soda, like that's not gonna work.
Oh, I got
Sorry y'all. Ciao. Okay.
Wait, can you give me the
So my
give me more
food, the
baking
food
soda
cost.
stick.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry guys. Okay. I'm just getting distracted. I cannot focus, honey. And too many distractions, and I'll be like, alrighty, so food. So needless to say, I was a little disappointed when I looked at the food costs, okay? I will say that my sons, who are teenage men, meaning they eat like whole full-grown men, they did come March 27th until April 3rd. So the last 3-4 days of March, I spent a lot of money, just like us going out to eat and going to the grocery store to try to cover the week. So I did spend more than what I should, but even then it was astounding. Y'all ready for this? For the month of March, I spent $1,047 for food. $1,047 for food. So let me tell you why and how this happened with me. So food here is different, and it's a learning curve. First of all, I have always been a person who bought a lot of food, stored it, set it in the refrigerator. It would sit. It would be fine. If I wanted to cook it maybe 4 or 5 days later, that would be fine. That's not the case here, because their food is not full of preservatives, so they're not gonna stay fresh. They're not gonna, like, they're gonna spoil in 2 to 3 days. So that has been a learning curve. I will say, I'm not proud to say it, but there has been times I brought food and then like I didn't get to it until 2, maybe 3 days later. On that third mark, honey, if you don't get to it, you got to throw it away. It's molding, it's slimy, it's starting to smell. So there isn't any preservatives here. So you cannot sit your food in the refrigerator for 4 or 5 days at a time and think you're going to come up and get some crisp lettuce. It's not going to happen. Or some romaine or lemon. It's just not going to happen. So I've had to learn that, and I'm still learning that. Another thing is just buying way too much food. Buying way too much food. So in my mind, in the United States, I used to eat more. I used to eat more because there are chemicals in foods in the United States that signals to my brain that I need this more. I need this more, even though I'm full. So before your body can even regulate what you've been put in it, and you can get the feeling of being full, your brain is already telling you, you need to eat more, you need to eat more, you need to eat more. So when I was back in the United States, I bought more, I stored more, I ate more, I stockpiled more. And so it has been a learning experience, and just a journey of like really kind of downgrading, not downgrading, but yeah, how much I buy, like really kind of condensing how much I buy. Like I have to change my way of thinking I also don't cook for 4 children anymore. I cook for 2 toddlers and myself. I used to cook for 2 teenagers and 2 toddlers and myself, and that is significantly different because my sons will eat 3 and 4 times after they'll go in again. Can I have some more? Can I have some more? And I'm like, what in the Hoover is going on here? Why is you just eating to be eating? So I'm trying to get acclimated to the fact that I do not have to cook as much. I do not have to buy as much. I can't stockpile. This food does not have preservatives, so it does not last longer. So I will say that there's been quite a bit of waste that I'm not proud of, but I'm working on it. I definitely am working on it. Another thing I will say about food is you gotta, like the Uber Eats, you gotta kind of cut it out. So it will drive up your costs significantly because you are paying for the service fee, you're paying the delivery fee, and you're paying a tip, and you're paying for the price of the food when you could just get up and go and get the food. So I said that I'm going to limit that maybe once a week. If I need something, I'll get it through Uber, and I don't feel like getting up and going. I'll get it through Uber, but I'm going to make it a habit and make it a point to really plan out my meals and make sure that I have what I need for those meals. Plan out my breakfast and then make sure you know what I'm saying? And just start doing stuff like making 20 pancakes and then freezing them. So I'm not there yet because I am a full-time mom. I do work full-time, and right now my girls are in the house full-time, and I do not have a nanny or anything like that. So I'm on 24/7, to be honest. So I haven't been able to do some of the things that I really desire to do to kind of bring down my costs. But my goal is to reduce the food costs to about $450 per month. And how am I going to do that? Well, number one, I typically use my credit card for things, but I can see, and then pay off my credit card, but I can see that doesn't work for me. Because for me, I think it's like out of sight, out of mind, and it's like, psh, 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 psh. There's an article that says that there's a different psychology when you use cards versus your own money. When you use your own money, you have a physical thing sitting here and you're able to see what is actually going out. Digital money, although it's actual money, it does not carry the same weight as physical money. So for me, I need physical money. So what I said I was going to do is I was going to take out enough money for the month for my groceries, and then divide it into weeks. Like if I take out, I don't know, let's just say 5,000 pesos. Let me do 6,000, child, because I don't feel like doing all that. Carry the 1 and then the 5 and then so if I do 6,000 pesos, well, I still have to do that. So let's do 8. 8,000 pesos, right? A month. I will do 2,000 pesos a week, and that will be my budget for the month, right? So that's what I'm gonna start doing so that I can really cut down on this food budget, because that is just ridiculous. No, I don't eat that much, and neither do my kids. So that tells me that it's filled with fees, delivery fees, wasting things, buying things twice that you already have. So I'm going to do better, and I'm going to give you guys an update on what my food bill is for April. I already tapped into it a little more than what, because my boys didn't leave until April the 3rd. It's going to be cheaper than March. I'm gonna tell you that, because I will not do that again. But that was my cost. That was my food bill. Okay, so subscriptions. So I have like Peacock, Netflix, Amazon Prime. I have Canva, and I think I have Microsoft. Guys, really try to decrease your subscriptions, because honestly, it's like, do you need all that? Do you need all of that? So I'm going to try to get rid of 2 of those. I think I'm going to get rid of Netflix and Peacock and stick with just like Amazon Prime, because I don't need all that. I don't watch that much TV. So I'm going to figure out, I'm going to get rid of either 1 or 2 in the next week or so I can start to bring down my budget to where I really want it to be. Alrighty, next is my phone. Now, I do not have a Mexican number because my job is tied into my phone. So I decided to keep my U.S. phone number and phone service. So I have AT&T, but I'm very fortunate because AT&T has a program for first responders. So that is like EMTs, emergency medical technicians, nurses, firefighters, where we have, if the signals go down, if there are no signals, then we have first priority to signals. I don't know how to put that. Another way to put that. But and not only do we have first priority to signals, we also get it at a discounted rate. So I know people say that they spend $75, $100, $150 on AT&T. My bill for my phone is $56 USD a month, and I have unlimited data, text, talk, all of that for $56 a month. And when I tell you AT&T will do AT&T, honey, I often use my phone to hotspot as well, because I can, and it's not an extra charge. So I may use my phone to hotspot. And so that has worked for me when the internet has gone off and the girls want to be on their tablet. I'll just use my hotspot. So I'm very fortunate to have AT&T, and AT&T works very well here in Merida. I don't know about any other parts of Mexico, but here in Merida, it works really, really well. Alrighty, so The next bill is my car insurance. Now, I still have a car in the United States, and that's because I have a 17-year-old son who can't wait to get it. And although he has his permit, he doesn't have his license yet. He's waiting to get it, so I didn't want to pay the full amount of insurance. So right now the car is sitting, and I pay liability insurance until he's ready to get the car, which, you know, I'm happy to do it. My car is a 2010 Toyota Highlander, and I'm gonna ride that thing till the wheels fall off. I told him, take care of it so when your 14-year-old brother get where you are, he can have it too. Look, nobody buying cars. Who buying cars out here? Who buying cars? Not me. It's too much money. It's too much money. I'm not buying no car. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, it's highway robbery. Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't like buying cars. I think they're horrible investments. So yeah. Alright, so what's next? Tax bill. So I owe the IRS. I don't know why I owe the IRS, because I don't make no money. And I have 4 children. So you make it make sense. I still owe the IRS. But let me tell y'all, stop giving y'all money. Stop giving lump sums to the IRS. Stop. Especially if you don't have it. Now, if you have it, money is in abundance, then you want to just pay that bill, fine. But if you don't have it and you want to do other things with your money, call them and get a payment plan. Call the IRS and get a payment plan, okay? Pay them off monthly until the bill is due. Just pay. Don't even think about it. Just pay it. So I pay $95 a month until my tax bill is done. And it'll be done in about, like, I don't know, like a year. Excuse me. I'm not worried about it. I'm not stressed out about it. I'll just pay that $95. Like, go, you can take your money and that's it. So yeah. Another thing to watch out for is international fees. So when you take out money from the ATM, I'm not telling you don't, because I don't think that you can prevent it, but be very strategic with what you take out, when you take out, how you take it out, right? I did not do that, so I got a little bit more fees than I wanted to. It's a rookie mistake done by a rookie. And sometimes you gotta do the thing, even if you don't do it right. Like, let's dispel not making mistakes, especially for Black women. Let's dispel thinking we gonna get it right the first time. Nope. Nobody got it right the first time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the creator of the person got it right the first time, but nobody got it right the first time. So my international fees was $95, not $95, I'm sorry, $25.96 per month. And that was just like ATM international fees. But for the month of April, I have looked at what money that I need to take out, what my daily limits are, and then I'll take it out and make sure that I'm not exceeding that, and making sure I'm just not being careless and going to the ATM every time I need $20. No, that's not what we do here. I also would recommend you getting a credit card that does not charge you international fees. So if you go to the Walmart and you buy a piece of bread, you're not going to get charged a fee to use that card because you are in another country using that card, and that card is based in the United States. That's very important, guys. So go out and get a credit card that do not charge you international fees. It's wet?
Yeah.
That's because you messed it up. You put too much baking soda. Okay? Yeah.
I wanted to try.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna just have to go and get some more supplies and more glue for slime, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, work with what you got, honey. It's more like a foam than slime. Cool, you did foam, but not on here, baby, because I'm still doing my video, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. So that's the international fees, $25.96. Go.
Slime's too wet.
I know. Go ahead. Take your slime.
But I want to keep it outside.
All right, well, go over there and be quiet. Okay, another expense that. So I am biased to this because what I found out is that just like my hair, I don't really like other people doing my laundry. And so I still have to figure out whether or not it bothers me enough to get a house that has laundry, that has a washing machine and dryer, or if I just need to switch my laundry service. So I pay approximately 1,100 pesos per month for laundry, which is $66.88. But sometimes, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, like the laundry come back looking a mess. Because I think that with some of the laundromats, and you have to kind of try other lavanderias, you have to try different ones. But I believe that a lot of the lavanderias are about quantity and not quality. So if you got clothes, like they're not going to necessarily like separate them, the colors, the lights from the dark, and they're going to try to put a lot. It looks like to me they put way too many clothes in one load. And you know what happens when you put way too many clothes in one load? You're just agitating. They're just agitating. They're not actually washing. And that's what my clothes come out looking like a lot of the time. So I've kind of pulled back from using the particular laundry service that I use. Then I found out that I believe she started charging me more because I have small kids. And so even though the laundry is the same, the weight is the same, the amount that they have to fold is different. And then also I will tell you, turn that down, baby. Shut the door and then turn that down. It never needs to be that loud, guys. Thank you. What I notice about the laundry service here, they will charge you for a blanket, whether it's like a regular adult size blanket or whether it's for a child. So my girls have safety blankets that they brought from the United States. These blankets mean the world to them. It's what they feel is home. It's how they feel secure a lot of the times. They don't like to go many places without it. But they're small they've had these blankets since they were a baby. But I do wash them. Don't try me. I do wash them. But they're small, and I noticed that they charge me the same amount of money to get the blankets clean that they would for a regular size blanket, like a queen size blanket, or matrimonial is what they call it here. So that kind of drives up the cost a little bit. But yeah, so that's the cost for my laundry, $66.88. My girls are in swimming lessons. That is 900 pesos per month. I did a video already on there. If you didn't watch it, make sure you look that up. Swimming lessons in Merida. They go once a week for an hour. And this is both of them. And it's 900 pesos a month. So it's 450 pesos per child a month for 1 hour lessons. once a week for an hour, and it's $54.72. So that's really reasonable. Alrighty, guys. Next is transportation. So again, my children came here March 27th and left April 3rd. So my transportation bill was a little more than normal. I had to drive to the airport to pick them up, and then my sister came here with my 2 sons and her 2 children, and then I had my 2 girls. So it's 8 of us. So if you know anything about Mexico, you know that they don't have big cars. They have very, very compact cars. So we decided to take 2 Ubers to wherever we were going together. We decided to do that instead of renting a car, because we would have rented a car, a larger car, and they quoted us like $2,000 for the week. Car rental here is something else. That's what I'll say. They are definitely taking advantage of the fact that you are on vacation and that you are a gringo. You get gringo price for sure. The rental prices for cars is ridiculous. So we weren't gonna do that. So we saved a lot of money by just taking 2 separate Ubers to the place. Because if we wanted to go to a restaurant and it was like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes away, we can get an Uber for like $4, $5. And between 2 families, that's still only $8. If we did that, like if you add it up, we did that 2-3 times a day. If you add it up, it's nowhere near $2,000. So we definitely made a better decision to just Uber. And it really went seamless. It wasn't an issue. We had a good time, period. I think that's it. Yes. Yeah, I think that's it. Alrighty, so what is the grand total of my monthly expenses in Merida, living in Merida? It was $2,566.11. Now, again, I tell you that I had some expenses that I will not normally have. My sons came for 3 or 4 days at the end of March, which really increased my my transportation bill. It also increased my food bill. I also need to adjust the way that I shop, and just think about food. The food here just doesn't last long, and food is not cheap. For example, strawberries, a package of strawberries is often more than a package of like chicken thighs. Seriously, guys, I'm not lying. Now you can get chicken thighs cheaper than you can get strawberries. I don't know why that is, but that's also in Walmart, right? I feel like I've been to Shadari, I've been to Soriano's, I've been to the local fruit markets, the fruterias, and Walmart always has the best strawberries. So I do tend to go there to kind of like get my strawberries. They also have really inexpensive like mandarin oranges, things that my kids really love, gotta have. I go there. Also blueberries. I often don't see them at the fruterias. Maybe I need to expand my search. But they're also very expensive in Walmart. And so you gotta kind of watch that. I will say this, that just because it's a fruit doesn't mean that it was grown here. And so sometimes you can get tricked. Not tricked, but you just may be unaware that you're purchasing fruit that was imported. and so you're paying import fees for that. So yeah. So all right, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm going to link the hotspot just in case you are interested in getting a hotspot. It works wonders. It was my best friend when I was getting my residency, because I needed to be out and about in the streets, and that's before I had AT&T. That's when I came here last year in June to get my residency. I had T-Mobile, and no, I had Metro. I had Metro PCS. Honey, I get the cheapest. I get the cheapest cell service ever. I had Metro PCS, and it was horrible here, honey. Horrible here. And so I carried that with me, and every time I didn't get a signal, I just clicked it on, and it worked wonders. So I'll leave that in the description. All right, guys, please like, share, and comment below. Please subscribe. Let me, it's like right there. So go ahead and subscribe. And then let me know if you have any questions or if you have any particular videos you want me to do. Stay tuned for my ebook that's coming out about how I obtained my Mexican residency. I will also have a video about why I believe every Black woman should obtain their Mexican residency, and reasons to move abroad. So guys, stay tuned. But thank you. Have a nice day, everybody, and I will see you later. Peace out.